Hey, this is Bourbon Forage Fishing. Have we got a fun side-by-side for you guys today? Wait a second, they're always fun side-by-sides, but this one's very interesting. I don't know if anyone's ever done this online, so I just kind of was looking over my shelf here, and I was like, hey, what could I side-by-side? And I noticed that the Jack Daniel's 12 is 53.5% ABV. This is the batch one. And the Four Roses 135-year anniversary is 54% alcohol. So basically the same proof. And I thought, well, these are both kind of limited releases deals. This isn't quite as limited as the Four Roses, but you know, it's limited. Let's put them next to each other and see what the heck happens, by golly. So let's do that. Four Roses will be here on my right. Jack Daniel's will be on my left. Let's get into the nose on these bad Mama Jammas. These are both great whiskeys. Let's try them out. Oh yeah, that Four Roses is very complex. There's almost kind of a creamy fruit note that pops up, like a kiwi or something like that. I usually get peanut shell on this pretty good, like sweet peanut candies. There's kind of a creamy kiwi vibe that's hitting me really good right now there. That's interesting. Over to the Jack Daniel's 12. Wow, that smells like an old shoe locker. That smells old. That is shoe polish for days, okay? Sometimes when bourbons get very old, they get a shoe polishy quality to them. Maybe a little black licorice shoe polish combo. I'm just picking up pure shoe polish here. That's crazy. I don't usually pick this much shoe polish up on the Jack 12, so this is really wild. Interesting. So my palate's definitely a little weird today. I'm picking up different notes than I normally do. It's very interesting how the brain works like that. Okay, back to the Four Roses. Okay, I'm kind of getting a little bit of... I'm definitely picking up the creamed aspect. I can't quite put my finger on what kind of cream it is. Yeah, it's almost like a cream-sickled, like a fruit. I know I said kiwi or something like that. Maybe mango-y? Kind of tropically? Usually I'm picking up just peanut shell, you know, and sweet peanut candy on the Four Roses, but not as much this time. That's really interesting. Huh. Okay, back to the Jack 12. Yeah, just old shoe locker with leather and shoe polish on that leather. With some black licorice sprinkled on top. This is definitely kind of sweeter and much less old, dank smelling. This is actually, though, a combination of, I think, 16, 14, 12, and a 25 year. And I think if you do the math on this, I think this would land somewhere between 14 and 15 years, just eyeballing the math. So this is actually older, but the Jack 12 smells like your grandpa's whiskey, boy. Let me tell you. Old. Okay, let's start with the Four Roses 135-year anniversary. Boy, that's delicious. That's just nice, not overly sweetened peanut candy. Take peanuts, throw some kind of like candied sugar on it. That's basically what you get. And maybe squish some kiwi juice on top of that. Or something, some kind of tropical juice in there. Maybe a little, obviously there's some hints of like some tobacco-y type stuff. But damn, that's good. That's a nice bourbon. Over the Tennessee whiskey. Oh, wow. Oh. Plenty of malt on the finish. You know, the shoe polish aspect of things did not show up very strongly on the palate, which is great because I don't like the shoe polish. It was a very delightfully sweet something. Let me try that again. Oh wow, the finish on that is insane. Damn. Okay, starting towards the mid at about the mid, peanut really shows up super intensely, and it is like very strictly peanut, not peanut shell, peanut. This is more peanut shell candy. This is more straight peanut with white sugar sprinkled on it. There's a little bit of black licorice in there. Obviously some of that shoe polish, but it's subtle and very nice. This came across as much more sweet than I thought it would compared to the Four Roses. That was interesting. Back to the Four Roses. This is definitely a lighter whiskey. Brighter. A lot lighter notes. The Jack Daniels, of course, is so dark. Yummy. Very good, lighter, almost sunflower seed. Now that I put it next to the Jack, it's more of a sunflower seed. It's a lighter peanut shell sunflower seed, sugared, candied. Some little subtle smoky tobacco-y stuff going on there. There's definitely some barrel spice on the finish. I don't think that's ethanol. I don't think that's alcohol. It's just, I think, barrel spice tingling the tongue. You know, this actually reminds me now, just in my memory. I don't know if I side by side them, it would be the same. This reminds me of Widow Jane, some of their 13-year Widow Jane, with some similar notes, as I said, by memory. I would wish I still had some 13-year-old Widow Jane, because I think it would be really interesting to compare that to this. This is very good. I wouldn't consider this phenomenal. It's very, very good whiskey. Not phenomenal. Let's go back to the Jack. Jack, attack, Mac. That's delicious. This is just deeper, richer peanut. More flavor, more richness, more depth, more complexity, I think. At least in deeper notes. Easier to pick out. More flavor. That's delicious. I think these go for about $100, $120 here in Washington State. Honestly, I think I prefer the Jack Daniel's 12 to the $270 Four Roses 135th anniversary. I don't like Four Roses products. I think they're shat. I don't think they make any decent products at all. This is the only thing I think is decent. And this is kind of their flagship product, which is kind of sad because I put it next to a lot of other things and it doesn't really hold up, you know? I'm just not a Four Roses guy. I don't like their flavor profile at all. Jack Daniel's definitely for the win on that. Darker, richer, more complexity, better flavor profile, sweeter, more rich. It just, I don't know. I think it wins pretty hands down. Let me do another taste just to make sure. Yeah, that Jack 12 is just so much richness and creamy peanut, sugar, with some yummy black licorice and shoe polish mixed in. Maybe if I was in the mood for a lighter whiskey or a lighter bourbon, I might prefer the Four Roses, given my mood. But right now, I think the Jack's is winning pretty handily. Very pleasant finish on the Four Roses. The Four Roses is nice. It's just, I think, too light, too muted compared to the Jack. When you put them side by side, I think this one kind of pretty handily beats the Four Roses, to be honest. Which is nice because this is $180 less. So, I mean, if you talk about value and availability, this product just absolutely demolishes the Four Roses. It's not even close, right? You're looking at something that's $270 versus $120. I mean, you can buy 2 bottles of this and have $40 left over or whatever in your pocket. Superior product here. If you look at it flavor to flavor, just without the financials, you look at it just based on flavor profile, this still wins to me pretty easily. These are probably in the same tier, but this one's definitely beating the Four Roses, no doubt. The more I sip them, it's very clear that Jack 12 wins. So Jack 12 is kind of or Jack Daniels. Now that they're producing more limited releases and specialty stuff, they're kind of the allocated killers, man. Their prices are so low, and they're able to produce some really nice stuff at really reasonable prices. You know, you're getting this Four Roses for $270. I mean, that's just preposterous. You know, I think that's more than Coy Hill. I don't think Coy Hill goes for that. So, Jack Daniels, man, amazing distillery. There's a reason they're so popular. There's a reason they've been doing it for so long. They know what they're doing there. Hopefully you enjoyed this side-by-side by Bourbon Forage Fishing. That's me. Please like and subscribe. Follow the channel. I really appreciate it. Watch some of my other videos. And take care of yourself.